I'm Emmanuel, and welcome to my workbench. And welcome to another video where I am giving you the state of my collection. And today, the final video in the state of my collection of my Canadian coins. And this is featuring my Canadian $2 coins. But before I go ahead with this video, let's deal with today's giveaway. I will be giving 2 coins this month. This is a new giveaway for the month of July. I will be giving away the FIFA commemorative loonie, as well as the 150th anniversary of the foundation of the Canada Supreme Court. Both of these are were issued this year. And all you have to do to have a chance at winning these is to leave a comment down below. And early in August, I will be happy to draw the name of a lucky winner. So let's get right to it and start with my main album here. And we go right into it. Page 1. Well, the toonie was issued originally in 1996. And so I do have it since the beginning, 1996 over here. There are some over here that are from uncirculated sets with the W mint mark over here as well. The 1999 was uncirculated as well from a mint-like, a proof-like set, because 1999 was the Nunavut set, and so this I bought from somebody from a mint-like set. Same thing for the 2003 W minted toonie over here. They did rotate in the holders. Apologies for that. The only one I'm missing is the 2006 10th anniversary 2006, and that is a 2006 with the regular polar bear with a double date at the back. I've never found one. And there are 4 varieties of 2006 that we can go and look. So let's have a look at the W mint marks as well as the obverses on these coins. Well, the obverses feature Queen Elizabeth II, if I can get one turned the right way around here. They're all rotated slightly. Here you go. Let's look at this one. It's the easiest one for me to go to look at. And this one has Queen Elizabeth II with a crown. You can see it here with the W mint mark just in front of her bust right there. And then in 2003, we switched over to the uncrowned portrait. Here is the W mint mark. Where is it here? This is the 2003, right here on the bottom of the Queen right there is the W mint mark. So the uncrowned portrait over here. Moving on. Now starting in 2012 with the advent of the new security feature, the new generation 2012. Canada added edge lettering to the coin. And so what happens, and let me get a coin off the screen here. I have a commemorative Tomb of the Unknown Soldier right here. And what happens with the edge lettering, if you look over here, this one is upside down, so I'm going to flip it this way. This one says the word Canada right over here. You can see Canada there. And if it is obverse side up, this is considered to be type A. And the edge lettering, if it is reverse side up, because the edge lettering is applied with a random orientation of the coin, it is a type B. And since it is easy enough for me to collect both of the types, I have decided to do so in my book. And so this page will contain the type A's, starting with the new generation 2012s. So first of all, let's go back to the first page because I forgot to show you the commemoratives on here. So you have over here, we have the Nunavut commemorative celebrating the creation of Canada's newest territory. The Northwest Territories was split into 2, and the eastern half became Nunavut and the western half remained as the Northwest Territories. This was along indigenous cultural lines. There were different tribes up there, and the people of Nunavut identify with the people of Nunavut, of course, and the people from the Northwest Territories were of different Native American backgrounds. Here is the year 2000 knowledge toonie that has the mama polar bear with the 2 baby polar bears. And finally, the last one here is the Churchill, oops, as I hit the camera, the Churchill toonie, where you could see the lines of the Aurora Borealis with the polar bear looking up at the aurora. So these were the commemoratives that were issued between 1996 and 2006. Now, 2007 to 2017, we have some other commemoratives as well as the new security features starting with the 2012. 2012 also has the old logo versions, and so let's have a look at these. You will see the design here has these are all rotated. Has the polar bear on the ice floes with Canada up on top, and $2 down below. The year is on the obverse, as you can see on these coins over here. The year is on the obverse underneath the bust of the Queen. And the first commemorative we have here is the 400th anniversary of Quebec City, right here, 2008. The next one here is the Boreal Forest from 2011. I really like this design. And finally, for 2012, we have the HMS Shannon right here for the War of 1812. This features the new security features, which is this. You can see the Canadian flag up there. When I rotate it, you can see the Canadian flag on the top feature here, which these coins do not have. And also what happened with this new redesign over here, it still says Canada and dollar, but over a little bit lower on these coins as well. The other commemoratives we have here, the Wait For Me Daddy 2014. Dad's going off to war and the little boy runs and takes his hand. That is taken from a very famous photograph. We have the anniversary of our first Prime Minister, Sir John A. Macdonald in 2015 here. And next to that, 2015, we have Flanders Fields. Let me rotate this in the right way. Sorry for this, handling the coins like this, the book like this. We have a soldier during World War I that wrote a very famous poem. He unfortunately did not survive the war. And when I was young, we memorized the poem that he wrote for Flanders Fields. And Battle of the Atlantic down here in 2016. By this point, the Royal Canadian Mint was producing commemoratives every Remembrance Day for the Toonies. And so each year there was one. And here for 2017, it's not a commemorative toonie for our veterans, but this one is celebrating Canada's 150th anniversary. And it shows, this is the non-colorized one showing the Dance of the Spirits, which is the Northern Lights. I have a variety here for 2010. 2010 had the coins. If I bring out a toonie here again, the coins have alternating serrations. And depending on what process they were used, they either had 14 serrations or 10 serrations, or 16, I should say, serrations. This one is there's two varieties. The regular variety for this one had 14 serrations, and the other variety that exists for this one has 16 serrations. Later on, Canada moved to the 16 serration model. So there is another year, the 2019 year, which has the 14 serrations as well. The obverses for this, until the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, is the uncrowned obverse, as you can tell over here. Very cool. Now, moving on to when we start with colorized coins, the first colorized toonie is this, the Dance of the Spirits. This one does glow in the dark if you shine light on the coin. We have the Vimy Ridge Memorial right here in 2017. And 2018, we have the Armistice coin. And there is a non-colorized version, and I really like the colorized version with the colorized poppy. 2019 is D-Day, colorized and uncolorized. For these, colorized is usually 2 million minted, and the non-colorized are 1 million minted. And then we have Bill Reid. We have the victory in Europe with the victory torch and the letter V. The discovery of insulin over here, and Canada's the commemorating Canada's victory against the Soviet Union, the 50th anniversary of Canada's victory over the Soviet Union in a friendly hockey match. All of these feature Queen Elizabeth II as well. And we're getting to my last page of my Type A. I'm going to have to stick in a new page here for the 2027s when they come out. I don't know if maybe if I'm buy a second binder. So we have the 2019 16 serration version right over here. The black ring toonie, the solemn toonie. We have the National Indigenous Day, colorized and uncolorized. We have the 100th anniversary of the birthday of Riopel over here, a famous French-Canadian painter. I have a spot over here that is empty for it's a very low mintage Queen Elizabeth II 2023. That was a transition year where King Charles III started appearing on Canadian coins. We have the 100th anniversary of the Canadian Air Force, the 2024 Nunangat colorized and uncolorized coin. I have the 2025 Daphne Ojig artist. I don't have the non-colorized version in the Type A. And the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier as well. I don't have the non-colorized version. And finally, the last one in here is the CN Tower, the 50th anniversary of the CN Tower. I don't have the colorized version. I haven't done coin roll hunts to find these guys. So these are the Type A's, and let's look at the obverses, because here we start seeing obverses with, you got it, King Charles III. Very cool. Now, for the Type B's, I'm going to go over these guys quickly. Looks like these guys didn't rotate as much, but you can see these are all of the Type B's, starting in 2012 with the new security features. I have all of them so far, all the way to 2019 over here. And 2019, I have the 16 serrations over here, as well as this is the 14 serrations version. I didn't identify that this was the 14 serrations over here. And all the way down. And for this one, just to show you, I did find a Type B Queen Elizabeth low mintage 2023. So if we look at the obverse of this one over here, we see that it is 2023 with Queen Elizabeth II and the year of her reign down below. Very cool. The final page on this folder goes all the way to 2026, and I have a little bit more room for my Type B's to expand over here. I did find the Daphne Ojig in the non-colorized version over here, which is cool. And that is it for my main book. These are all modern coins, easier to get than the other denominations, which goes back, some of them go back to the 1800s. But let's look at my coin roll hunting books, which is the first one. This one over here is the first one. Now, of course, for these, I have not been looking for the Type A and the Type B. I'm just looking to fill a spot. And I have a coin that fell out over here. The Flanders Fields coin fell out, so I have to look on my shelf where it dropped, but I have to replace that one. I did find it before, but unfortunately it dropped out of my book. I have a spot over here for the 2017 regular polar bear version, but the regular polar bear version in 2017 is an NIFC, and I don't expect I will be finding those over there. Other than this, the collection looks good over here. In my second book here, this one goes from 2021 over here, and then we hop over here for the newer quarters, the Daphne Ojig. Now, because these are coin roll hunting books, coin roll hunting finds, I haven't found any of them for the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier or the CN Tower just yet. But there's extra ones over here. I set a page dedicated just to varieties, and I have found several varieties. So we have the 14 serration 2010 over here, the 16 serration 2019. I am still looking for a lot of other varieties to look for over here. And unfortunately in Canada, we also have fake toonies, and I have all of the ones. There are new ones that have been found that I don't have space for here, but I am missing a 2005 version of this fake one, which is the one that uses serif fonts, because this one is non-serif fonts, and I'm missing the one with serif fonts. So that would complete my fake toonie collection. This one is a much shorter video than previous videos. I hope you enjoyed this series. Join me next week where I will be showing you my American albums and where they're at, because we do get I do get a lot of American coins here in Canada, and also through some trades with some other YouTubers and some followers. I have beefed up my collection, so stay tuned next week for the state of my American coin collection. I intend to do those videos much quicker. I'm not going to go in so much detail, primarily because there are less commemoratives to deal with on American coins. So if you enjoyed this video, I always appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click on my logo over here to subscribe. Here is a video that might be of interest to you, as well as a playlist of other toony videos. Until next time, thanks for watching.